T1's turn to pick. T1's turn to pick. T1's turn to pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining.
5.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Crystal Maiden.
T1's turn to pick.
Punch.
Seconds remaining.
Salamat na Comandante sa pag-share, mahal na kita.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Yes, warrior.
Seconds remaining.
T1's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. Team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
T1's turn to ban.
Dire team pick.
T1's turn to pick.
Keeper of the light.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Holy. Huh?
Puck!
You may now select your heroes.
Жил до конца, умер как герой.
Ten seconds remaining.
That's right, Geek Slate is going to be very dependent on their Cox in order to get through this game too, because it is looking a little dicey. They've got a Pudge versus an Ursa. Avery, I'm fairly certain, I'm not an expert, but I'm fairly certain that is an Ursa favored matchup.
Relax lang.
I consider myself
Prepare for battle.
I consider myself the best player.
Hmm.
Oops, was that me?
Oh, kalma lang ah,
Don't really
kalma.
help your team.
Relax
Can't
lang.
fight him too much.
Relax lang.
Can't ever fight him. Don't really want to hook him. He just kills you. Ursa builds all the good high physical damage items. It just sucks. So, I think they kind of forgot about it. Because you ban Naga and Ember and these types of bans, Pudge does not care about these heroes. You have this idea of going for Pudge. Maybe you don't want to telegraph it, but then you kind of have to be a little smarter in your bans. You know, Ursa. I do feel like Bleed are pretty confident this. I would much rather be in there.
Yeah, and then they picked up
30
a
seconds to
Coddle,
battle.
which Coddle versus Lycan doesn't sound amazing. I mean, you have the blinding light. That is going to be nice, but you know, there's still going to be a problem. Isn't Lycan pretty good at just being able to run at the man on the horse and
Жил до конца, умер как герой.
all right, easy
Yeah,
first
so
blood.
you got first. I think support Coddle is good for Lycan. I think core Coddle is kind of
The
sad.
battle begins.
So I would tend to agree with you.
Dyer's courier has been
Solar
killed.
Bind's useless.
Yeah.
Your items aren't really that good versus him. Looking at Vessel here for Cox. Lots into Vessel. Okay versus Lycan if you can shove some waves, but in the fights it's not. So map presence, okay. Team fight, pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think you feel good here. In fact, I feel like, again, they don't have much for Ice in the actual fight, or the man fight. Kind of, they have more tools to deal with the map pressure, but not a lot to deal with them head on. Again, I just feel like the team fight from Bleed is way better here, and they're going to be able to force the early rotation on. That just be very difficult to contest, unless Cox just goes absolutely ballistic. It's possible. Coddle can go nuclear. Kind of have to go nuclear.
Okay. Yeah, the blast off almost barely doesn't nick Gordon there. Super dangerous. The bottom lane got a Nature's Prophet. Ursa, why do you think? Oh, so I saw first pick Nature's Prophet, and I was like, well, let's get Nature's Prophet. Geek Slate are probably going to do pretty well in this game, too. And then they switched it over to off lane with that Pudge pick. Why do you think that is like, what point of the draft does it make it like, no, this is no longer a carry Nature's Prophet?
I guess once they pick Lycan. I just think Skem didn't want to play Lycan or Prophet versus Lycan. But I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, is it that bad? You like, Sprout is okay.
No, I think what they want to end up with is Ag's Gleipnir on this Prophet. And then you just root the Lycan in the fights. And he dies. They didn't want to give one position priority to that build. Even though we have seen Skem do that build on one Prophet, maybe it was just Comfortable scaling. First three they saw.
Well, this lane is very dangerous. Scam going in for it. Does manage to get the double kill. Even killing the wolves. He doesn't even fall. Wow. That is a great start for Geek Slate here in this top lane. The Crystal Maiden Pudge lane. They were talking about it on the panel. It said, you know, looking a little like Gaming Gladiators. I mean, this is a duo that was supposed to be an answer to Broodmother. And teams drafted it, and then teams decided it wasn't so hot, and I feel like it just kind of made the rounds, you know, like Gaming Gladiators did it, Team Liquid did it, and we've seen some other regions, you know, do this duo as well. Eastern Europe was doing it at one point in time, but nobody sticks with it. Nobody has kept doing it after they did it a few games. Why is that?
I think the Pudge Maiden is very good versus the Summons off. I think that part of it is good, and I think that's why teams have tried to make it work. I think where you run into problems is how it combines with other cores. Man up. Oof, scary mana, man. This lane's a brawl lane and a half, but I think the issue is, what's your win condition when you play with this carry? Pudge? Is it the Pudge? I feel like a lot of times it's not, because he's almost versatile carry that will out right click him at some point, which means Pudge lineups are pretty dependent on what your other two cores are. And I think teams were just having issue figuring what the other two cores are with this hero. Because the hero doesn't really give you Roche, it doesn't give you objective taking, it doesn't give you physical scale. A lot of it come from a mid, where a lot of teams aren't prioritizing that from mid. And offlane, which kind of wasn't doing it either. Offlane was auras, right?
Yeah.
So, like, maybe you can get a Death Prophet with Pudge, maybe you can get a Shadow Fiend mid with Pudge. Those would be two that I would think about.
TA mid,
like,
maybe.
We were playing it. Yeah, like when Liquid were playing it, I mean, I'm talking about Liquid at TI-11, when Matumba Man was playing Pudge, Nikkei mid almost always played a hero that gave him those things.
Yeah.
The mid morph, the mid SF. And I think that was the most successful Pudge team there for that reason. A lot of teams that is not necessarily comfortable. When we're looking at Gaming Gladiators, you have a Duraccio Pudge. Is Quinn playing SF Morph? Hell no, he's not. He's playing Leshrac for the 1000.
This
So
is ours.
I think some of these SEA teams fall into a similar trap, because I think a lot of the SEA mids are kind of playmaker mids. These Ember, Puck, Storm players. Not a lot of like Morphling SFEA mids. I mean, there's some of these guys for sure, but for a team like Geek Slate, I don't think of Cox. I don't think I've ever seen Cox play SF mid.
Well, I mean, Nature's Prophet is a carry type hero. Can Force just become that better carry than Pudge later on?
Yeah, I think Offlane Furion is good with Pudge for sure. I think it's very good, especially if you just itemize to carry the game, which is I think what Force should do here. It's just a question of, does Jackie out carry you all, you know? And I think I think he does. Like, I think Ursa out carries Furion. I think he out carries Pudge. And I don't think you have enough utility to dissuade that happening. That's my concern with this setup, but obviously there's a lot that can happen with it. You have a lot of opportunity to play the map with this Furion, as they're just taking it to the bear. Map down here.
Yeah, this lane.
Elder Titan is having a rough time.
Yeah, he's got treants in order to get some extra spirit damage off of, but ultimately they're double melee heroes against Tusk, who's pretty good against melee, and Nature's Prophet, ranged core.
That's because I always hate playing ET. Very annoying match. The lane, I feel like okay-ish, but honestly ET is not really winning nowadays anyway. And the in-game matchup is just terrible. He has a billion interrupts for your stomp. He can pull people out of your spells with Snowball, jump you, make the fight really obnoxious. I think Dubu might have a rough early game,
Radiant are scanning.
but this hero is all about the team fights. He's all about landing the big stomps when it counts. Do that, you get an A+ in life.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, Dunwell gets there just a second, a beat before DJ shows up and grabs double bounty runes. So that's 90 gold per person, 450 gold. That could have been taken away.
Game of Inches has Cox TP bottom. Arcane Rune bot's already up on this Coddle. Farm trying to use it.
Flashback doesn't actually hit Dubu there, but they are doing some heavy work to this tower, and Gordon's not even gonna come. He's just gonna farm mid Meanwhile, they kill Ice 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 too, so these two side lanes are getting demolished by Geek Slate.
Really early game that. Exactly what they want to have happen. If they use their early strength as Coddle who had a free lane, use Fairn to take the early towers and just snowball the map, and then you don't have to worry about this Ursa. He doesn't have a map to play because he got kicked out of lane level 4. Then these matchups just don't matter at all. So you're in a position to make that happen.
Oh, kalma lang ah, kalma.
Cox is going
Relax lang.
nuclear.
Relax lang.
He started.
He's on his way.
He started that
Are
reaction.
scanning.
Ignition sequence.
Man, Jackie's level 4 and has lost his tower. That feels real bad because it's not even like you could go hit jungle
kalma
just
lang
yet.
ah,
It's going to be
kalma.
pretty
Relax
slow
lang.
this early.
Relax lang.
Well, he has nowhere to go. Gonna have to suffer down here. We'll get the lane pushed into him. At least he has that going for him. But this is where the Elder Titan gameplay is pretty set. You don't really have aggressive plays with this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Their big damage combo early on is going to be the Puck plus Snapfire, but Snapfire is a long ways away from being able to get level 6, so they don't really have a rebuttal to all of this. They do have the coil into the cookie, though, thanks to an Invis rune. And Cox, oh, the snowball save. Is that going to be enough to get him away? Gordon commits, and he gets the silence on him, but he did commit, and he may just die for it. Nice stomp, though. It actually saves Gordon's life, who got the opportunity to get another war bounce there and sneak away.
Damn, the outplay from Reed. That's a huge kill. Shutting down the nuclear reactor that was coming online. Buys you a lot of time here, especially when your Puck is involved, because he uses so much of the early game presence and damage. And you bought so much space for Jackie. Look how far he got up in his lane bottom. Huge amount of farm for
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He is going to be blocked by the Wolves. Nice resummon there from Ice.
right back. This could have got out of hand very fast, but they're gonna pull it back a little bit towards that Lycan ult and extra support levels. Now
It does look like Force is going to be playing more of a carry style Nature's Prophet. He's not rushing the Aghanim Scepter, which I haven't seen many people do since small nerf that hit.
Yeah, and I think he could go that build too and still carry, but it's just a preference of what he thinks is going to be the hardest here, because I do think his job is to physically carry.
Locked in, coil going to be used. Managed to grab him inside the snowball. Of course, the Crystal Main has no health, so it's probably going to die. Nice snag there with the hook, though. Even better than just losing a Crystal Maiden. Get a trade out for Ice Ice Ice. Well worth it.
Crystal Wolf.
Not rocking the set, though. Shame.
Ice has a couple of his own sets.
Dire's
know a
middle
player's
tower
vintage.
is under attack.
Him and BZZ.
Talk about that one. Some players don't have the sets in the game. Good turnaround fight for Geek Slate. Push this Coddle towards that vessel, which again is all about when you get it and if you have the charges. So he gets 2 charges off that. Pretty damn nice. Now I can start running around trying to kill people. Solar Bind at level 5. You can stop Ursa from getting to Battle Fury. It gets delayed. You're gonna feel pretty good in this game. It's all about the Ursa's timing here. The rest of the blue lineup is around Jackie. Kind of like last game. That game flow doesn't happen in the same way where Lycan can't give this. That is what Geek Slate are looking for here. I expect Cox to
Radiant
exert
are scanning.
pressure on the.
Now, in
without
game 1, Skem did stick around in this safe lane a bit too long and got caught. See if he does it again. Nice grab there of the
Dire's top tower is
Helmadam
under
creep.
attack.
But he is spotted by the Wolf. Geek Slate is coming in from behind with a smoke of their own. The Toscan Crystal Main are going to run into Corden. Corden gets off the silence, held in by the Frostbite, and will be able to jump away to the orb. Skem, nice push back there. That is a beauty. Pushes it straight into the open arms of Skem. They do get snapped back by the Elder Titan, and as a result, the Coddle will die. The hook off the mark. Well, dodged rather by Corden thanks to the phase shift.
Don't you dare just besmirch Skem Pudge. That was exactly on the mark.
It
Just
was.
what
You
can
are right.
do? He's an Earth Splitter or
Dyer's top
Snapfire
tower
roll
is
combo
under
though.
Yeah, that was good.
Let's take out that combo. That was pretty good, but nice Flame Light as well. Decent teamfight execution. I'm modestly
impressed. When was the last time you were very impressed by a team?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
see. It was 2017.
Yeah.
Kalma lang kalma. Relax lang. Relax lang.
You know the game that was most impressive was when it was a summit tournament that Wings won. They won that game that they were down like 15k and they had like Hero Outworld Devour.
Radiant's
It was like the most trash lineup of all time. And they were down 20k and they just won it off Ross. That was the most impressive game of
Dyer's
Dota
top
ever.
tower is under attack.
That was like, what the hell is going on?
So that was more impressive than you, than BP doing like the all-hero challenge?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Honestly, yeah. If you can win a game with... Dude, you know how bad OD Jakiro were in like 2015?
Yeah, but you got a combo.
They were not
Prison,
heroes.
Macro, Pyre, Ice Bat.
Like, that is what happened. They had like 4 Yule Scepters or something. That game is nuts. I don't know if that replay still exists. You probably can't watch it, but that game was that team had negative business. So, you know, the bar is really high. That's what I'm saying. So, honestly impressive. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good.
Wings magic. One time.
He's always
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jackie got the Battle Fury the whole time we're reminiscing.
Now,
Yeah.
nobody wins.
He's recovering well and on track.
Oh, kalma lang
Pretty
kalma.
decent
Relax
spot,
lang.
all things considered. They even have the most farm support in Egypt. Once again, going back. Give him some extra team fight for that Roche contest that still is looking hard for decent. 5-on-5 is just comes down to it.
Look what Skem's gonna start doing here. Just gonna farm and farm and farm until he gets to that his Aghanim Scepter, because I feel like that also means the Ursa's just kind of farming away.
That's why this matchup kind of sucks. You don't really feel good about just trading here. But you don't really have a choice either. Pudge has to farm for Aghanim. It's like less farming for Bloods.
Leading off Narman, just trying to stall Jackie as much as possible. They get the pushback, but he enraged, held strong there up against the blast of the Coddle, so they have to reset back up again. They force some rotations though, and that's something small, and they're immediately going to start making a move towards mid as well. Keeping up the pressure on Bleed where they can, even if they can't get kills.
This is kind of different between the Pudge and Ursa too. I feel like if the roles were reversed, Geekslate can maybe just it's like that or something, some 1 or 2 kills. But Pudge just can't. So you have to
See,
play.
I thought you were gonna say if you have like 2 or 3 heroes on top of Pudge, he probably just dies, unlike the Ursa.
Oh, well, yeah, that too. But, you know, his payoff comes.
So he's worse on defense, worse on offense. No, here we're gonna put it to the test. He does get off the flesh heap though. That's gonna dodge a lot of the damage. And yeah, they're just gonna have to reset as a result. Can't do it without probably the Ursa later on.
Still looking here. I don't know what they're looking at.
Looking to take some neutral creeps away from Skem.
Huh.
Let us fight.
Again, I think Geekslate are kind of annoyed.
Alright, now here's a pick-off. Surely they've got this one.
Yep. I think this is what should be happening. I think Cox needs to play a little more aggressive here. He needs his supports to come and combine with him. At least one for sure. Maybe you can play with 1 plus Furion ult or TP. But he needs to be finding the kills. You need deep vision for it. They have the vision up now. You're in a decent position to actually take over a lot of this map. I don't think you're going to allow Jackie to go deeper into it. Definitely should not be allowed right now. They are allowing
Force
it.
doing. Like Force is almost to his Rod of Atos, so Gleipnir is probably a couple minutes away.
It's not growing, and I think You have Coddle in this position, you kind of want to grow it, at least a little bit. Especially with the vision you have. Look at the vision advantage. Probably going to lose this jungle ward. There are no obs on the map. In fact, where are they? They all get killed or what? That's one ob on Dubu. That's it.
Maybe they, yeah. I mean, they definitely haven't crossed over the river a whole lot besides that small little incursion to be able to kill the Pudge.
Yeah, but to have 0 wards at nighttime is tough. Just gonna smoke. Maybe just think about forcing
Radiant
Roche
are
here.
scanning.
They don't think because they have the Helmet Overlord for ice, so this is your time.
Oh yeah, they could sneak it really quickly. Howl plus Ursa.
They're just gonna do it here. I don't think the contest is fast enough. Even if you contest, now you have to fight Snapfire Elder Titans around the pit.
Are scanning.
That is a tough call.
I mean, you can do it if Coddle's here.
Under attack.
They're gonna try. They have Ags on Pudge.
Start getting into position here. Cox, the first blast, a little shy. Two-man coil, that's a nice what a hook. You can just get the grab there from Scam onto the Yellow Titan. A really nice way to be able to burst down one. Ice, ice, ice. Blast comes through, unable to save the Tuscan time. Scam, he's going to be able to limp away. Ooh, almost killing that out of the Overlord creep. Not quite enough, but they do manage to stop lead from doing Roshan. So a small win there for Geek Slate.
Very nice timing that they get Pudge Ags right when that hits, so they're able to contest it. That's kind of what you want to have happen here. Delay, delay, delay. This Ursa's ability to progress the game. It's going to make you feel better. But again, you do not want to trade Pudge net worth for Ursa. I don't think it's going to end well, so you got to keep presence on the map and not let Ice 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 push these lanes out as obnoxiously as he was doing. So I like Skem kind of matching him here. If he can get the creep, even better, which he should.
Yeah, easily. Lamb not going to do enough. 250, pretty big. The Furion's going to be able to, I mean, Furion Coddle, they have some insane lane shove. If they can actually get down, you know, some of these towers, the map can get very, very small very quickly.
That's, I think, the game plan right now. You have the window to do it. You stop the Roshan, you just kill this Helmet Overlord.
Under attack.
He has to get another one, stealing farm away from his
Dire's
Ursa.
bottom tower is under attack.
Play aggressive here. Gem's pretty strong. He's not going to die that fast. He gets his passive off. Always should. Bar caster curse. Think about just doing the Roche themselves. They have Gleipnir on force. Another pretty good timing.
They have that and they have tag team, so they actually do have, even though their cores are kind of bad at it, they've got a support that helps them do Roshan as a team. By doing it against Elder Titan and the Wolves, there's so much vision.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
You can see him. Stop it. I guess they feel the pressure and they're going to try and make something else happen. Got the
Way to catch the buck, they do manage to get him. Pour it in. That horrible way. It's a really good catch for force there, and now that should ensure the Roshan.
Damn, I did not think they were going to be able to catch this puck. He had a random tree body blocking him too. I don't know how that happened, but and just this is the pit here.
He's scouting. Stomp goes out.
Tower is under attack.
Just get the vision at the right time. And taking the Roshan bounty would be something small. Ursa's not coming over.
He's gonna kiss it.
Let's see if they get the last hit, but they do not. Dire ends up picking it up. Nice snowball save, dodging a lot of the damage there.
Roche for Skim.
And another Lycan ultimate popped up. I think Geek Slate with this Aegis and Shapeshift down, you've got 90 seconds to do kind of whatever the hell you want.
Absolutely. Gem's gonna be a beast. Not care about much. Still finding the farm on Jackie is a thing to keep in mind in terms of mention, but in terms of playing the map, they have a huge window to build this leader. So much space right now.
Nice aggressive move. I mean, he could have gone for the BKB, which he has halfway complete, but instead goes for a Blink Dagger. Just has aggression on the mind.
I don't think he thought he was going to get this Aegis. Now that he did, let's use it. I don't disagree. I also like Cox going for the fast Hex. I think Hex is really good this game with the extra cast. Best Coddle.
a net worth lead for Geek Slate here, 4-10. As they have 3.5 minutes left on the Aegis. They're about halfway through to that BKB, and well, it's going to be a little bit faster if Scan keeps on killing these Helm of the Overlord creeps that he keeps finding.
50. Add it to the tab.
Dire are scanning.
Trying to go back for a pipe on Ice, because this magic damage of the Pudge is pretty debilitating for his army.
I guess you just have to. Doesn't feel great though. Isn't something okay?
Yeah, what happened to the... I thought the plan was to get an Aghanim Scepter. Honestly, I would have loved to seen an Aghanim Scepter second item and just bite the Ursa every time.
Yeah, why bite? Why pipe him when you can fight?
Yeah.
Yes, you know the no armor.
That stems back from the 1200s, Transylvania, where that saying.
Transylvanian laws. Need only protection. Natural.
Bounty killing!
Boy, there really is nothing happening in this game right now.
It's about to be as Norman punches Cordy in the face.
Gets him with the Gleipnir follow-up, and now they're going to be able to take a tier 2. Map is gonna start getting real dark for Geek Slate. They lose a tier 2, they lose an outpost, and next thing you know, your triangle's gone, and what is left for the Ursa to farm?
Bottom tower is under attack.
Team, start eating your own fat. Not much.
Come here, Snapfire.
Nothing to farm. Somebody has to pay the price.
The hook off of it. No, Norman, get out the way!
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Move, Norman!
Dire's top
God
tower
damn it.
is under attack.
Oh man, that would have been a sick kill. They would have at least forced the BKB off the Ursa, if not possibly killed him. Nice catch on DJ. See, this is what happens. The map starts getting small, and now Bleed, they're trying to run all over the place. You know, trying to push out lanes or find farm where they can, but now they're just getting caught everywhere.
Radiant's top tower
Rough situation.
is under attack.
Taking over the map. Classic Furion gameplay.
Radiant's top tower has
Speed is
fallen.
growing. Everybody else can just play
Radiant's
together
middle
because
tower is under attack.
largest benefit.
Okay, Bleed's trying to stall, but what are they trying to stall to? Besides Aegis expiring, is that just it, or is there an item timing? Is there a certain like item window that you feel like goes from Geek Slate being very favored in this game to maybe Bleed, then able to turn the game around?
I mean, Bash or Ursa is usually when this hero can destroy a team fight. Blink on a core and kill him, and it's going to be pretty nice for Furion, the BKB Pudge, and the Coddle. You can bash him before you can force yourself or something. But honestly, I don't know how far you're behind. I don't think it's an auto win by any means. You're also going Aeon Disc on this Puck, which... I mean, this tells me maybe they just want a rat.
That is where the Ursa is favored. And like said,
yeah, but
there's no way the Pudge can really play against these kind of matchups.
It's tough for him, but the thing is, this team is going to be so bad as well. Like, I don't know if Ursa can 1v3. Maybe. It was pretty strong sometimes.
Pretty interesting formula. I don't know if this is something that they have just figured out for themselves on Bleed, or if this is just a one series thing, but both games they've given Ice. Lycan, I'm presuming there are going to be multiple micro heroes since he is kind of one of the kings of that. But then DJ, who's typically a very greedy support, because they're going a micro hero, they're not going to go pipe, Greaves, you know, those sort of items. And DJ, as a greedy support, usually finds a hell amount of farm, and he's been getting the aura items. So both times he went for mech Greaves, and he's already got it. 27 minutes, not bad for a losing game for position to be able to find that.
Maybe bleeds losing. EJ is not. Man, I always thinks he's.
I mean, he's most farmed of all the supports somehow in the game.
It's all about mentality, Cap. That's why you're a terrible player. You always think you're losing, but a professional like EJ.
That is true. I've been losing for a long time, Avery. I've been losing all my life.
It's okay. I've been losing at Dota for 10 years now. But you know what? That's when you turn the franchise around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's the lowest.
Look at this big board.
Bleed's hoping to do. They're baiting here.
Yeah, they're gonna find all these heroes with the side of Ice. Okay. With the cookie over the shards. And Ice actually wants to turn this around. Looking to fight with the shapeshift a little bit, or at least all some heroes back. Managed to get the stomp onto the coddle. He's got Glimmer Cape though. Ice is gonna charge after him, but he really cannot commit as much as he would like to. So this is just gonna be another shapeshift without a target.
Indecision. Do they want to fight? Do they not want to fight? There's not the vision for Bleed to fight here either. Now DJ's gonna get caught on the end of it.
How are they still getting hot?
Yeah, the TP Sun.
Yeah, why are they still here?
Just indecision.
Hubris.
Too close to the rock.
Radiant's middle
Next top.
Maybe a little bit more with a nullifier. Rage, hop over. He really doesn't want to use these BKB charges. I have to say, Jackie has done a pretty good job of holding on to this BKB. Bought it early, but he just isn't touching it.
Honestly, I'm pretty surprised he went nullifier.
Isn't really that?
I don't think this is a nullifier.
Yeah, what is it for?
I don't know. All the games I think that team needs a nullifier, they don't buy it. And then there's a game like this, the only thing it interacts with is the Puck Aeon, which I'm not even sure he necessarily saw before he decided to build it. And that one's not even like super raw.
Yeah, you're not, it doesn't stop the hop, it doesn't stop the cookie.
Yeah, it's just the Puck Aeon here. But you don't interact with them that well anyway, like this type of interaction. The Aeon's not healthy for it. If anything, you'd rather just buy a Hex. It's interesting, I don't know. This item is better than it used to be. How cheaper it is.
The relic is cheaper.
Yeah, so you're getting 75 damage and 10 armor. That's not bad. That's input on the best body.
Invisibility.
It's interesting. I would be curious as to why they went null.
Well, probably not. Not against Dubu's underfarmed Elder Titan. Port from Scam. Jackie is here to be able to start laying into it. They do manage to get the grab though. Scam's going to be able to heal himself up a little bit more if there's so many stacks. Jackie still trying to stick on top of him. There it is. The cookie is going to be able to finish off Scam. 6x kill streak goes away. Corden playing with the Aeon Disc. Nullifier takes that one away, but he still had a phase shift anyway. They're looking to try and chase down some more heroes. Nightmare is going to be used to keep Jackie at bay. Prevent the big bad bear from chasing him down. And that's that matchup we were talking about. We alluded to this the entire game. We're finally getting to see it into play. Pudge is not going to be a happy camper against the Jackie Ursa.
Oh, that's a dream fight. Go into them, breaks on a useless hero like Lycan, and Jackie has a free fight in the mana. Fight's just over at that point. Once the stacks start coming, now you have to fight for this Roche without your Pudge.
Yeah, they don't really want this, and this is looking a little awkward. The cookie's going to be able to get him out of the sprouts. It's overused the enrage. He needs to get away. Oh god, he's so slowed down though. He's got one more enrage, but he's not going to be enough. The little hop isn't going to be good, and now Geek Slate contesting a second Roshan bleed, really thinking that these are just free for them, but they're not.
That is a fight that they should force, but they should force it with the idea of they should fight Geek Slate if they come. And again, he's kind of hesitant, right? Committing for the road tree, committing for the fight. You got a pretty good stop from Miller fight. I think they maybe even win that fight if all going together, but instead, Fudge buyback comes through on that dire outpost, and Skem comes in to clean it up and get an Aegis to reward himself for sacrifice.
And a shard for the Keeper of the Light. So now we got the recall. So you already have this global ability of Nature's Prophet to be everybody everywhere, but now Cox can help the other teammates do the same.
I mean, one nice thing about the Nullifier is you throw it on the Ursa, he can't overpower.
Radiant's top tower
Oh,
is under attack.
yeah, okay.
But the thing is, if you just blink beacons in, I don't think it's that good. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Basically, how I think about this game is any item that helps the Pudge Ursa
Radiant's
matchup,
top
you're probably
tower
going to
is
feel
fallen.
they're threatened. So if that's just itemizing for you to kill him, or help Pudge kill him, or whatever, or stabs, Wind Wager, any of this type of stuff is just probably pretty good here. Hexes.
Solar Crest? Yeah?
No.
No.
It's anything that helps.
That item's been dead for a while.
I mean, evasion's just not even that good. Evasion and armor are honestly not even that good versus Ursa. What screws Ursa is you jump in first, or
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Big jump away from Corden. Corden's doing a decent job of drawing attention without dying. And I guess he could do this so aggressively because he did go that Aeon Disc build. So
yeah, that's the upside. If you just want to play hyper aggressive on the lanes and stall the game, it'll help you do that. You do have to care about this Sprout Leech now. Sprout Leech plus Nullifier might. Game is pretty hard in these fights.
Invisibility.
Very tough puck game.
you know he's still around here. Ah, they spotted him. They can actually catch him though. Way blink and finally forced a TP out, which means Geek Slate can start closing in noose.
Of course, I like that. Extra armor here versus Ursa. Ow. Pretty value for the team.
Yeah, with the Shivas on scan once again. 2 armor items. They hope to be able to do it in game 1. Didn't actually come through in time. Game 2, though, be able to grab it. And if they get the Aghanim Scepter on Narman, then the Ursa becomes a lot less of a threat. If you just kick him away every single time he tries to go on the Pudge.
Kick him into your Hex. Better.
Oh, yeah?
Skem also went Sharded. So he actually has a save, which pretty interesting. You can save the Furion on the Coddle. They get gone on. Someone out of a coil. You're just playing for next Roche to end the game. I mean, they still have this Aegis for a minute, but again, the downside of these Pudge lineups is it can be hard to force objectives to the high ground. So I think Geek Slayer are content just playing the map, trying to find the pickoffs. Spam Hex.
Cox is yet to have to use his disassembled Aeon Disc he's got there. So he's fully ready to get coiled and Ursa charged. I'll work once. Maybe once is all they need at this point. One good team fight probably breaks the back and bleed, and we go to a game 3. Missile Blade next for the Ursa. Is Ice building towards that Aghanim Scepter yet?
You want AC?
No, that's fair. But he's gonna go Ag's next item, but it's gonna be a ways.
My horse is
I think does Wolf fight
so
Bear?
do I.
That is an interesting
A prize.
possible. Finds the backline first with extra MS, like kills Furion, kills Coddle. That fight could be good.
I mean, especially since like the shared lifesteal interaction, I think is pretty interesting. So then, like both the Ursa and the Lycan are just in the fight and just not taking damage.
Crit as well. Could be pretty nasty. There.
That, like, and the puck isn't really targetable, and you've got two kind of backlining supports. I mean, Elder Titan can go in if he's ahead, but obviously this game he's probably not going to. So, Hordes want to be able to have just big tanky frontliners in action.
I mean, I can see a world where they win these fights conceptually. It's difficult, but I do see it. Comes a lot down to Jackie's jumps and who he gets to burst down first, and if the saves come out for usually. If that hero that he jumps gets saved, he gets dismember eaten or forced out or something like this, it's a very different scenario.
It's crazy because Geekslate, I think they're having the same kind of discussion that we are, because they actually kind of look scared. They know it's possible for Bleed to be able to win fights despite being 11k net worth down.
Dire are scanning.
This is crazy. They are just showing this much respect up 11k. Power of the bear.
But you
might become a wolf.
You went back for a ghost scepter.
It was terrible, man.
Well, I mean, Jackie's not going to have Nullifier for quite some time, so it is going to be really effective.
You also have vision advantage between the wolves and the spirit. Talking about this Jackie jump counts for a lot. They have mechanics that can guarantee it. Maybe not guarantee it, but give them a better chance. Whereas Geekslate are constantly fighting through some blind spots here on the map. Some wolf dies, they know they've been spotted. This is a deep jump by a stem. That was a high drop.
Radiant's middle
They really went from like being super scared. I'm playing her on their tier 2 to Skim jumping way ahead of his entire team to try and hook somebody out.
Intangible fielding. Both teams simultaneously scared and aggressive.
Awkward little dance that has led to no openings. Call it a dance of death.
The Ursa should have an Axe that can listen. And then Lycan and Ursa can bite each other. They become a mind melded half bear, half wolf, half hive mind.
Throw a pig in there and you got man bear pig.
Exactly. The pig is the bond of friendship they share
Dire
along.
structures are fortified.
Covering hero flesh.
Knox finds an opening on Einstein's Ice and forces him to use shapeshift. Very. Oh, Corden, nice play. Jumped over north, immediately blinked over to the other side. Oh, the Sprout Leash got him. That is so annoying. Now, he still has a chance here to be able to orb out thanks to the silence, but the Aeon Disc does not give him any extra momentum because of that sweet, sweet nullifier.
Dire's bottom tower is
This
under
Sprout
attack.
Talon is so damn
Broken.
I honestly think it like shouldn't cancel TV. That's a disgusting. I was about to say, this game is getting stalled out to the point where Jackie is a full nullifier now. This bear is gonna shred somebody. It's just a question of who.
Who do you think he should shred? Because the matchup is bad against the Pudge, but is there a better target to jump on first?
Bottle or Furion, you can find him. But you're probably never gonna find Furion because I don't think Force ever has to be it with his ball. And the Coddle is just so fast and such large cast range. Like, in theory, Cox should never get jumped unless you have a really good flanking ball.
And even then, there could be the save from Narman, so it's gonna be rough.
Definitely tough. Not an easy game Ursa, but doable. Still, Hopium. Satanic done for Force with level 25, so he is at happy Furion lane.
Radiant
Is it
are scanning.
Hopium or is it Copium? Can Bleed actually come back and win this game and force a 2-0? It's up for you guys in chat to decide.
Like an Ags. Wolf Bear.
Okay. Scam
Frost
in a position
golem.
to be able to break a smoke, but the smoke is slipping right past him. Yubu, he's broke. Now they're gonna pop it. Shapeshift goes out. Scam blinking away. Get out, but immediately kill nullifier. He pops a BKB. The snowball save. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit of time, but it goes over to Lycan Wolf, so they are still stuck in the middle. Bleed surrounding the two heroes quickly kill them, and the wolves just let loose.
Gold and sweet.
Force.
No, that's monkey sounds.
You just saw his light flash before his eyes.
DP down to bottom lane, so he's going to try and get a little bit of split pushing going on. Roshan will be up in 15 seconds, so if Bleed sticks around this Roshan pit, they will get Roshan number 3, which could be massive. That could be Aghanim Scepter for I don't even know who, or Refresher for the Ursa. Honestly, having 2 BKB, 2 nullifiers is pretty good. Oh, there it is.
That's Ags.
Dude, the wolf just died.
Oh no, somebody check it.
Go in, somebody go in.
There's another wolf, there's another wolf.
Okay, they see you now.
Does Scam want to buy for this? He does have buy.
Probably does. Yeah, I mean, you really don't want to give up this Roshan.
I mean, we're fighting and Shapeshift up to 15 here. We'll fight with this. We are not really missing anything. We're missing Burst Splitter for 20, that's it.
Roshan's dead. Geek Slate is not going to be able to get here in time, even if they chose to do so. So they grab everything here. Now they've got an Aghanim Scepter on the Ursa. Oil Snap gets the Coddle. They're shocked to be able to get to the other side of the shards, but Cox is so fast.
Is under attack.
They're gonna keep
They're
chasing
gonna use
here.
a shapeshift. Forced to have TV out. Spotted for a second. Not good enough.
This wolf, it isn't.
My horse says nay.
It's all oiled up, man. What the hell is going on with this thing?
Gotta go fast,
My
you know?
horse says nay.
Been in an oil douche or what?
I think it might be the effects of Enrage messing with the wolf coloring. Or it could be his mask. I think maybe it's his
Yeah, I think
the
it's
mask or the claw effects.
It's like the overpower on all the cosmetic. Looks kind of badass though.
Yeah, it does.
Seeds of fortune.
Half bear, half wolf, half fossil fuel. God save us, it's a diesel machine.
Fuel, he comes. What is Force gonna do to carry this game? Because it certainly is not gonna be Scam. He's got almost a full out Silver Edge he can buy. 7,500 net worth.
I mean, I think we are slightly favored at this point, honestly.
I'm slightly. I feel like they're actually. I feel like the game is turned around almost entirely, and Geek Slate are gonna have a hard time winning.
This is why I didn't think you should give him Mercy here, because he's your carries. I mean, in theory, you probably had this game theoretically when you could have snowballed it, but if you slip up a little, suddenly this bear just takes you where you don't want to go.
Where's that?
Wild Ursa's wild ride.
Wild Ursa's wild ride. So wild they had to use the name twice.
That's why you know it's so wild. Don't like where it ends with buybacks.
Ends with buybacks and diebacks. I mean, this Force is... He buys the Silver Edge, that's kind of it. There really isn't much left. Sell the treads, buy the Silver Edge, then you can maybe buy a Moon Shard? That's kind of it.
The thing is, when Ursa's ulted and going in and jumping his team, you can't deal any damage to him. You just kind of has to sit there and wait it out. And that's a long time to wait. 5 seconds on this ult. 16-second cooldown. It's brutal. Like, you get 2 of these off in a fight.
You know what's real bad? We were talking about how Geek Slate don't really scale much more. The Ursa doesn't even have his level 25 talent yet, which that 3 overpower attacks, that talent is crazy good because you start off the fight with overpower already on. So it's not +3, it's actually, because you're going to go 1 overpower, swing, then you reactivate it and do another extra +3. And that is the Pudge dead. That's really anybody dead.
Dire's bottom tower has
Honestly, I feel like this other 25 is kind of a cool thing. I don't know when you take it, but
You take it at 30, I believe.
no, I think this is. Your whole team gets black holed or something. You get ult hold.
You're playing support Ursa. Okay.
You got his ult.
I mean, repositioning tools are still crazy good. They're going to chase after him and see if they can hold him in place, and they do manage to finish off that Aegis. But what a good clap. And look at this ultimate. It's coming in. Force, he needs some help here. He's got BKBs. So the herald just needs to be able to swing up people. He's starting so much speed. He starts going in. Just managed to get a bash. They need to be able to stop this Ursa. They pick him up with a snowball, but the BKB is going to be wearing thin. Force turns around trying to finish off the yellow 10. He's going to side under Puck as well. But Force is dead. He's trying to hook him over the side. That was never going to work. They knock him up in the air there with the punch. Jackie, they need some help here. They almost have another grab from Skim. If they could just get on top of that Ursa, maybe they can kill him. But instead, he's going to be able to maybe kill the Lycan instead. Do manage to get that much. Chasing further. Jackie blocked in by the shard. Beautiful placement by Narman.
Canceled his blink at the last second, too. I think Ursa lives there if he gets that off. Just in time. Double buyback on the cores for Geeks like they're a very expensive fight to take. But of course, that is another way they can win these fights. Just abuse the buybacks between the Coddle and the Furon, who can both get there instantly. Ursa can't do the same. That might be what this game comes down to. Just the fact you can jam multiple core lives into this bear wolf.
What was I doing?
With zero regard.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Absolutely. And while they did use buybacks themselves, they can maybe force some buybacks or at least take out buildings.
Radiant's top tower.
30 seconds left. Geek Slate can at least get one lane of barracks, it looks like.
I don't think they're going to overstay their welcome here, though. After Coddle and Furion by, they're probably looking to dispel the team until those are back up.
Hey, and so
I catch the puck.
Thanks. Oh, it's DJ.
The seeds
That
of
or his no room number.
Well, considering we're not at land, I don't.
Could be his prison cell number, too. Come rescue me. I'm in cell 4806.
This'll come in handy.
Well, Geek Slate, I mean, they took a melee barracks. There's not a Roshan for a while. They could chill out. I mean,
Radiant are scanning.
the problem's going to be this next Roshan, right? They want to be able to contest it. They won't have buybacks yet. Their cooldown is still going to be on no matter what, even if it's a really late Roshan.
Like, what did... Oh, this was, Aegis timer. Yeah, because... We're telling it. Don't pass up. Yes, this next Aegis is super important. If you get it on Skim or Force...
Skim just got his level 25 talent, by the way. He's got the dismembered damage heal.
Nice, pretty nice here. You just want as many high damage threats as you can, so if you catch the Ursa fights, or his BKB ult runs out, when that turn happens, it happens fast, because you don't want him running away and then That's a tough order, because then he's going to have another ult, he's going to have another Lincoln Spear, another Nullifier. It's all very hard. Look at how defensive Force is in his mountain. 4.5 minutes.
Smartest place to be at this point.
Sitting in your base is an underrated move.
Aghanim Scepter for Puck. Honestly, it's been such a long time since that Aghanim Scepter seen an Ags on Puck with this talent. The Waiting Rift pushback one.
It is pretty annoying. Pushback. I don't know how good it is when his two other cores want to gap close, but...
Oh, kalma lang.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if the Puck was on the other side and you were pushing back a bunch of melee heroes, that sounds good.
I mean, you can always get behind people and like push them in deep. It's obnoxious. It'll mess with snowball saves, mess with utility trying to come out for the target they jump behind the guy. Mini rift, it'll push him in and push everybody else away. Behind it. A pretty even game for what happened, which felt like had control. Now they're just in a position where they have to wait for buybacks here.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, he bought out the moon shard, so there really is nothing left.
Building buyback up.
Well, actually, you can get an Aghanim Scepter. Never got it.
And shard. Growth.
Feel like this late into the game, it might just be better to try Pudge a moon shard instead.
Shard Pudge. What does that do?
It does give you nighttime vision.
Yeah. Gonna get outweighed by Lycans anyway, but no, you do you. I'm not gonna moon shard shame.
Doesn't hurt. There's the axe on fire. We'll see whether or not he gets the clutch waiting rift push back away from Snowball.
Happen.
Dire's middle tower is under
We also have
attack.
Ags on DJ. So now you can throw this Bearwolf into them. That's scary, man.
God.
If that shit lands on you,
Bearwolf.
he has wings.
God never intended for such a monstrosity to exist.
It's a Bearwolf. So it grows the legend. Is this what the Egyptians worshipped? The fabled creature of the night.
You got the Horus with the bird head, and then right next to him,
This was it.
The wolf bear bird.
God, is there any other way we can combine this line of a hero? Put him in the centaur cart.
You got we got tier 5 items. You can make it a giant wolf bear bird.
We got it. Does the Giant's Ring even work when he gets shapeshifted? Because I think the shapeshift overrides model size. It only shrinks them.
Yeah.
Does it shrunken giant? What? I need to see this. I need to see it for science.
Also, I've always wondered if the ring works for things like the shoot from Snapfire. That gobble up. Like when you're flying through the air, are you giants ringing the ground you're underneath?
I don't know. Is it when you walk or is it when you?
I don't know. Well, I mean, you could definitely like force that. Okay, it work.
It works, yeah. We'll just Z elevation to the bottom.
Nice.
Eerie.
How did we end up here? This looked like it was going to be just such a clean closeout for Geek Slate, and then I thought, well, Geek Slate can't even fight back now. Next thing you know, we're talking about 60-minute items because they are only 5 minutes away.
They're coming. They're definitely coming. And still.
Also, I thought Bleed was going to force Roshan while the buybacks were still on cooldown from Geek Slate, but they didn't do that, and now they're about to come up.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Also,
Now
do
you're
you
gonna
see
have to
that
fight
DJ has 8 salves on him in his backpack?
Gotta have the salves for the final base push when it matters.
I guess so.
Just
Okay. I'm gonna go for it now. Again, those buybacks are coming off cooldown for Geek Slate.
He even takes these. They all have ads.
Set them away. Foil them. They're gonna make sure they get this Roshan and lead. Are they gonna take the fight afterwards, though? That's a good question. Stuck inside thanks to the shard. Oh no. All the items are still in the pit. Corton's gonna be able to grab the remaining bits outside of the Aegis and get away. Okay. Who wants an Aghanim Scepter?
I mean, it's either Dubu or you. Yeah, they gave it to Dubu. You could sell it. You could sell one though. I honestly think Corton should have sold his.
Yeah, I feel like
we just ate it. 4 minutes, so I guess. I mean, Dubu's Ags can do support. His Ags is pretty good. Yeah, you get a lot of damage on this. You never know. Punch is a pretty low armor hero. You just run up and start smacking him. Like
Yeah, I mean,
damage a hit.
I guess him even being in the fight with his natural order is pretty impactful.
That's big. That's big for sure. Even if it's just like minus 10 armor. Nice resource. Oh,
I can get by.
Wolf Scout. They're smoked.
They're trying to fight now into that Aegis.
This'll come in handy.
You have buybacks.
Coming. Blink away before he gets caught. So use the neutral item, but it's gonna run out eventually here. Run, Geek Slate. All trying to get out of here.
My horse says nay.
Nobody will be caught.
So do I.
You definitely want to try and find something here. Use his Aegis on the Ursa. You can even just gobble him in. All about the buybacks now and where you fight. Fight around a place where you're going to use those buybacks more. That was a bold TP.
That was a bold TP, and it's gonna get him caught. He's in the coil with the 25. And the waiting ransom looks to be able to push him out. Didn't actually snap him though. Oh, they got him with a second one. All right, there we go. A second coil to be able to ensure the death of Force and an opening for Bleed, perhaps. An opening for them to at least try and force a buyback out of Geek Slate once again and put themselves in a winning position.
Radiant's top barracks are under
That's a
attack.
huge kill. You can force the fight now, and you force Fury into buyback into that fight. So much value going for these.
Swift Blink, Abyssal to be bought for the Ursa. That is a scary, scary bear.
Giants ring in 2 minutes.
That's it. Bleed just don't close out the game right now.
I think they're gonna wait.
Radiant are scanning.
Give us the satisfaction. Gobble up on it.
Throw the illusion out there, see if you can get some information.
Dire's middle tower is under
You
attack.
have wolves on skin here.
Oh, miscoil. Okay, that would have been a bit of a
Dire's
stretch
middle
anyway.
tower has fallen.
Is anything a stretch? Werewolf, bird.
Really can catch anything. Imagining a giant grizzly bear. Just like small little wings. You know those like giant eagles that like take out like, you know, big ass goats and stuff? Imagine if that was a... Man, humans would not be an apex predator.
My brain cannot comprehend without looking. Does sound very American.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
sitting here waiting for 60-minute items. All right.
Nice.
Southeast Asia just doesn't disappoint, man. All right, what items do we want? What items do we want? Giant's Ring for Scam. We want Giant's Ring for the Ursa, of course. I mean, Giant's Ring is incredibly good against Nature's Prophet, right? Because you could... Yeah, Force Boots are super helpful. Air Shield's pretty good.
Dire's
I mean, I just want Giants Ring. I don't know if they want it, but I want it. So we got one.
There it is.
Who's he going to? Who's he going to? Yeah, give it to that bear, boy.
Dire's
my
top tower
friend.
is under attack.
Grow
Nice
into the
and big.
monstrosity
Wait,
you were
2,
destined
1.
to be.
Boom.
I am the Pudge now.
His age is gonna expire. Book of Shadows, okay.
That's a better book.
I feel like, well, yeah, that's better than Book of the Trash, but I think Book of the Dead, or excuse me, Book of Shadows is not that good for Bleed. Would have been quite good for Geek Slate.
Wait, if you get Book of the Trash on Lightning, you know, like how the old interaction works?
Oh yeah,
You give them the haste and the crit and all that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, that actually becomes the only time that Book of the Trash becomes a good item.
It shrunk him back down.
Oh, here it comes!
We're shooting in the tiny giant wolf bear.
Here it comes! Where'd he go? Where'd he go down?
my god,
Holy crap.
But he grew back up with BKB, then he shrunk back. What is happening?
Narman's trying to get out with his BKB still. It looks like he will manage to make it out.
I don't think Dota knows what to do with this model.
Big, small, big, small.
Oh, he swapped Giant's Ring out.
Oh, he went for the Stygian Desolator. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but...
Who's it to then?
So what, the Lycan probably has the Giant's Ring now?
What do you guys?
My horse's
Well, the
name.
Lycan has an
and so
open
do
slot,
I.
so it gotta be going.
It's on his courier. Alright, well, one of the wolves will be. I mean, have Geeks even gotten any of them? They got Ex Machina for 4. That's pretty damn nice.
Oh, they got Arcanist armor. That's pretty good, too. And Book of the Shadows. Yeah, they got a Book of Shadows. That's great.
I feel like they got all the ones they want.
Yeah. You got the 2 armor items and a save. Pretty legit.
I feel like Furin is one of the best X-Men.
The seeds
My
of
horse's name.
It's all about the items.
So do I.
He just gets double Satanic, double BKB. So amazing. He also bought a Midas. I refresh it with the Ex Machina.
What is he gonna do with that extra gold, though?
Corruption.
No, okay, hold up. No, seriously. He was already stacked out on items. Like, what more is he going to be buying?
Moon Shard for Tusk with level 25 talent.
Oh, that's an idea right there.
Damn straight it is. You didn't think of that one.
I did not.
Midas
That's
it up,
the only other hero that uses a moon shard.
I've never seen this Midas Shard. This is pretty next level.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be...
Wait, what the hell? You got it that fast? Good.
Yeah.
He wants level 32. Extra XP from the Midas.
Oh, okay. Now that, okay. Experiences.
Now you're behind it. Now you're behind it.
And not that little 25. I'm not sure if the treants gonna change too much about this game.
I mean, if he goes throne.
Always the possibility.
gold and
17,000 net worth lead for Believed. If you're just now joining us, this has been a weird back and forth game where it looked like Geek Slate was going to be able to just close it out within 30-35 minutes. They slip up a little bit, Bleed then has the late game advantage, but somehow that late game advantage has not been enough. And Geek Slate has managed to scramble into a position where they could just maybe be able to win this in the ultra weird late game where you have 60-minute items. Look at that. See, he used the Giant's Ring to put his wolves on the high ground so they have high ground vision.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Tokens matter a lot right here. Gem in the pit to scout Roche. They just don't feel comfortable taking the head-on fight.
Are scanning.
You have Ags on Narman too, so you have a kickback here. Get a real back into Hex.
Roshan up in 5 seconds.
Goodbye, Roche. Nice note.
Another round of refresher and Aghanim scepters for people.
Oh, they all have them. So I guess Ice himself.
Has fallen to the radiant.
the spirit of the first bear burns immortal in me.
What is he even?
I mean,
This'll
more damage, right? He can.
Hybrid half or Dulu? That's what I like to see. Start smacking him, son.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he does get a whole bunch of bonus damage. So the only thing you need after that is attack speed.
It's good. Ice ball.
Earstone for Cox. Okay. When he pops his ultimate, his cast range is intense. Lord. If you can see the coddle, he can cast spells on you.
This game is real.
Bounty!
Wait, has Cox still hasn't He still hasn't assembled this Aeon disc. Is he sitting on the same Aeon disc that he was sitting on like 30 minutes ago?
Yes. And I'm not even sure how useful it is because full fire, right?
Yeah.
He has an axe of his own. All these wolves in the tree. Time lanes.
Trying to find the nature's prophet, yeah. Just milling around.
It's got him patrolling.
Dire are
Some
scanning.
old school Warcraft.
Damn. How many of you in chat even know what your patrol hotkey is, or if you even have one? Yeah, you have to actually put it in, otherwise
It's such an old school thing. That's hilarious. I mean, you can also just shift click it like. I think he actually has.
My horses neigh, and so do I.
All right, Dream Coil Rapid Fire. All right, question: Do you think it is worth buying a Basher when you have that talent on Puck?
I think there's just better things to bag in 5. Honestly, Broach is so broken. Because of these, the Storm Spirits Pucks. It's so absolutely.
I won a 80-minute game today, playing 5 Dark Willow. And I got to a point where I got Pirate Hat, Aghanim, Scepter, and I ended up buying a Brooch because I'd never seen a Dark Willow with Brooch. Really did.
I think that's the Puck's like. Bag in 5 Broach. Probably replace you. Blade. This Aeon goes. Bag in 5 if you're feeling.
Dire's
Aeon
top
and
tower
swap it in
is
after
under
your top. I
attack.
mean, you can do a lot with this hero. There's a lot of wacky item things that you can do. But ultimately, this game kind of comes down to just who jumps who. This versus X on the
There he
scale.
goes. All right. They have a save? Nothing. They've got the coil locked down. They kick away the bear, but it's not good enough. Meanwhile, that 20 talent, 5 talent, the back line's getting demolished. John Well is going to be able to get away. The Snapfire couldn't quite finish him off. Let's see if they can force the buyback. Surely they will, but is Geek Slate going to be able to get a successful fight? The use of that buyback.
One of these wolves is bigger than the other.
Yeah, but it's not that big wolf you got to worry about.
It's the little one. And they're trying to force his punch by, but he is holding it. Discipline. Doesn't care about the racks. And I agree. What the hell do racks mean? It's out. Get the heck
Dice?
Middle barracks are
I mean, they
under
need a
attack.
kickback. I think he'll buy back once they get a kickback from
Re-wolf. Get her a pressure charge. Round 2.
He's well put into use.
Dire's
Still the
top
top
tower.
Man, he dies fast in that little interaction. Now the buyback goes out from Scan. They really want to get this though. They want to go for this Ursa. They managed to get the scythe on him now. Silence up on the butt. Splitter. Get the eating thing. He goes for the refresh. Tubu's in. And he got scythe as well. He plunged over a dieback. Tubu just commits with the help of everybody else on the side. I believe they die. Force now on the run, but Lead are running down Geek Slate heroes. They have just demolished them. There is no chance, no shot on the side of Geek Slate being able to fight back against this lineup this late.
We're not winning the late game man fight here. And Dubu's taking it to you. Mad attack speed.
Runs in. Right here. Where's the game? They're not getting it. Pushed in. Nature's Prophet. Oh, look at that damage coming in from the Kansas as well. The back line. Cox being assaulted. Cord's not going to let him get away. Forced snap. He pushes him back into hell. What is this man fight? Satanic against all these heroes. What is happening? He's so alive, but eventually the Satanic and the BK can't get in. Then the ult is almost safe. Maybe trying to pick him up. Okay, now they got him. Maybe more. They can control him up. Another force down. No way. Don't let Force get away now. This is the end of the game. The Giant Train gets him over this round. Finishes off the Nature's Prophet. Shackles down. Does finally die, but they haven't really gone through buybacks on the lead. They've got all their buybacks ready to go, so that is going to be it. Finally, GG is going to be called, and lead get their first series win here in the CDPC, and Geek Slate will now go down to a 0-2 score.
Iban lang. Divide mo na si Ulul. Minakot ba niyan yan? Sabi niya, ayun ang domain nyo. Banantay na isa yun. 2-5. Leader mo daw si Nick.
Low. Low. Rinig ako. Low. Game.
Si Chris, oh. Tangina mo, Chris. Tama mo baka na dito. Taka nagugutom mo ka. Ano pagkain niya? Wala, nabos na. Taka. Parang mamatay ka din eh. Kahit ng bagaw. Sana malakas yung kalaban, no? Sana mas malakas pa kay Chris, ano? Baka kasi nakatigis dapat. Kahit maglaro pa, ano? Pa one-sided.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Neil, tangina mo.
Radiant's middle tower
Pag tatlo ko may strict to, soft drinks ha.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Dati ka po sa ano, dakilan. Kanila binabalik. Paano mo kay Chris? Nakay-Chris pa soft drink.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Nakay-Chris pa soft drink.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Gago yan si Chris. Hindi naman nagbabayad yan eh. Scammer. Marabo tayo dyan. Gago tayo na ulo. So pag may dinalo sila pre, tayo na update. Sa anong dahilan? ina, hindi pa in-accept pa yun. Magago naman nun. Ano yan? Natakot si Chris eh. Wag ako, ano ba? Kaya nabarak na ako. Hindi ka kapulan, dami naman nasa. Pahanggang tatapasan na kinakita.
Your turn to ban.
Bata. Taas pa sa'yo na
5 seconds remaining.
Sir order. Confirm with the specialty.
Pa ako sa lawa ka na.
Slow.
Uy, bibing sa Cavite, kuminang para na magalang na magiging mapalaman na napita ka na, di pa a 15. Wala lamang again pa nakatir. Paano ang panggulier? Sabi ni Bayong kapag Ina mo. Talaula. Lakas ng amats ko. Kurang natro.
Galing mag-beatbox. Yung soft drinks muna.
Wala.
Hiltangin na mo, may butal na 50 yan, no?
Wala. Wala na. Ako way pinpin sa Cavite. Kuminang para lumagan na maigin. Napalaman na napita ka na ni kasi ano para bumangon na triple para lamang upang itong ibatil damon sa bigit pa nakatira kaya ko ayun para natin na lang sinat
Juggernaut mid. Sira ata ulo na ito.
My hammer.
Ember core. Ember yan. Ember core.
Prepare for battle.
For your glory.
Corrosion.
Guiding light.
Chris, tanginin nyo. Inaagaw niyo yung word.
Scouting the way. All is known.
First kill, kunin mo pre. First blood.
Attack. Forward march.
30 seconds to battle.
Middle skill ka pa. 2 seconds.
I'm not ready.
Destroy your
First
enemies.
blood. An offering to the omniscience. Yes.
Chris, dito ka naman. Putang taka naman robot.
Good. As you will. I'm under attack.
The battle begins.
The omniscience may spare them, but I will not.
Ako dun.
I'll take.
Gago nil sa pagin namin first kill mo.
Their blades will break upon us.
Gago mo. Agi. Gago
I am needed.
mamatay din si Gusto.
The all-knowing one protects us all. your grace.
Don't get cross with me.
Yes, sir. Fear not, my friends. Our guardian is here. Flanking. My path is clear. I journey on. Omniscient light. I stand for the light.
Nick, ano, magpapaloan ka,
A
pre.
narrow path.
Pre.
The all-knowing one God.
Magpapaloan ka, pre. Magkakago sa puno. Naras ako dalawa. Mapagpaloan ka ako sa kain natin. Kapag ano,
In the vanguard.
kapag tago-tago sa puno.
Yes.
Yung puno daw, itago mo sa ulo.
Healing shock.
Wag na. Kaya lapitan ako. Quiz, ay, mali. Dapat yung quiz doctor.
The all-knowing one protects us all. The all-knowing one
Hello, may quiz
guides.
doctor quiz. Boss, basa mo.
I'm under attack. Their blades will break up. Oh, blessing. My path is clear. Advancing. Ah! Stirring. All is known. I stand for the light. I journey on. Forward march.
Radiant courier has been killed.
Fear not, my friends. Our guardian is here. I am needed. Scouting the way.
Alis naman ako. Hindi lumipad.
A narrow path.
Lilipad naman ako.
As you will.
Landang ka.
In the vanguard.
Habang ka naman. Okay.
I'll take point.
Mamatay ka din.
Strength guides me. I'm under attack.
Is it worth your life?
Yes. Flanking.
Second skill ako ba?
Right away. Omniscient light. Yes, sir.
Wala akong mana.
Guiding light. I'll not
has been
Gago.
killed.
As you will. Yes.
Pinatay yung ano ko.
I'll not falter. I stand for the light.
Back, first back.
The all-knowing one protects us all. I'll take point.
Kunin ko muna yung ano dito.
Ako na.
Scouting the way. Yes. I journey on.
Pwede yung otis ha? Putang yan. Hindi naman sa baba oh. Oscar!
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Ito talaga itong ipi.
Get away.
Ipi oy!
Ala!
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Hindi naman sa'yo kaya mo yan.
Gagi.
Dire
I
structures
shall
are
earn my grace.
Your top tower is under attack.
Is clear.
Your top tower is under attack.
Known.
Pala muna ako.
Flanking. I am needed. Purified.
Your top tower
Ano sa
is
atin
under
dyan?
God.
I'm under attack. Charge. Purification of enemy. To the place of blindness with you. By your grace. Fear not, my friends. Our guardian is here. Advancing.
Papunta na dyan ha.
Forward march. The all-knowing one guides me. Their blades will break upon us.
Pwede mo igala yan.
Strength guides me. Righteous. Arcane boots right away.
Wala yan ako.
Guiding light. Yes, sir. Omniscient light. Hammer fodder
Your middle tower is under attack.
is known.
Sa atin dyan tayo.
Fear not, my friends. But I'm under attack.
Gago patay ako.
Daw yan.
Not enough mana.
Walang tikmana. Poking ina.
I
Ano boss? Ako ba yun? Ward, sige.
Conditions sees fit to restore me. I am needed.
Wala akong ward, gang.
Scouting on the way. I stand for the light.
Tangina, nakulong ako.
You're not good, dear Just.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Order of magnitude. All-knowing one, look kindly on me. I'll take point.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Right away.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
And I can sleep without you. Utang ina, apat na yung mid. Alam, TP-TP.
Yes, sir. I'm under
Ano, DP? Yung DP dyan?
Dapat yun ang si Mip.
Walang DP.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Yes. My path
Guarded din yata
is
dito.
clear. Say your prayer.
Ano ba yung drop lang yung Ken? Kung ano binabagsak?
Purify.
Binabagsak pa lang.
Na I can sleep without you. Tangina mo.
Forward march. I'll not falter.
Dapat layo na lang eh.
By all grace. A narrow path.
Tapos natin to.
Omniscient light.
Ito.
Tangina eh, Mars yan eh.
Guiding light.
Huwag mo na yung panda ng Ken.
Flanking.
Tara, bang may echo ko. Saan kayo pupunta? Awit sa inyo.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Advancing. Nailed it. The all-knowing one protects us all.
Ayaw nyo pumuts, guys.
As you will. The all-knowing one guides me.
Putang ina nyo. Pa-5 din ako.
Time. I journey on. I'll take point. Healing and arm. I'll not falter. Yes.
Tanga dito nga ako. Puro kayo
Tower is
bobo.
under attack.
I am needed.
Obo.
As you will. I stand for the light. Forward march.
Dalawa lang yan.
Searing heat. Omniscient light. Under attack. Fear not, my friends. Our God is here. Healing shower.
Naka-cancel.
In the vanguard. Parade west. Discover what lies beyond.
Dali mo kasi ko. Pare daw ako mag-ali.
It is not my time.
Your top tower is under attack.
Their blades will break upon us.
Your top tower is under attack.
The all-knowing one protects us all. It shall not be in vain.
Puta ka na, dami na pala.
Your strength guides me. Right away. Yes, sir. A narrow path.
Radiance yung ano.
Advance.
Juggernaut Radiance.
Putang ina, ayoko na. Tangina nyo. Sayang yung laro, ang putang ina. Grabe ba?
Sabi ba?
Putang ina ang laruan yan.
Flanking. I'm under attack.
Wag, yung ganun ka.
Grabe ba?
Fear not your death.
Patay na yung jag eh. Isa lang kailangan eh. Baka pwede ka mabulti. Oy! Putang ina! Grabe ba?
Your top tower is under attack.
I am gazed into the omniscience, and it has gazed into me. It's a matter of magnitude.
Your top tower is under attack.
By your grace. For justice. My
Tang ina warded par!
children's guiding light. A gift. Yes, sir.
Parting.
Gagi, ang layo mo, friend.
Palag, putang ina. Nagtitipo sa akin. Putang ina.
The night moves back into the light. The all-knowing one guides me.
Daking ganito, gulpi ka si Bobo.
It's clear.
Your bottom tower is
Tangina
under
nyo!
attack.
Dota pa.
I stand for the light.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Gago.
Your bottom tower.
This takes me back to my
Your
days as a
bottom tower
road
has
agent.
fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack.
The crusade continues.
Go, go, push, push.
A narrow path. Flanking.
Tangina, wala tayong ka-vision. Walang ka-word. Putang ina nyo. Ayun na, lulundag na yan, oh. Wala tayong magagawa, syempre.
Fear not, my friends. Our God is here. Right away. Omniscient light.
Taba ng juggernaut, putang ina kasi.
I am needed. They shall know. I'll take point. I'm under attack. Healing and power.
Tangina, ba't kasi main ginamit ko?
I journey on. Oh!
Your middle tower is under attack.
All is known.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Tangina, galing.
Yes.
Ang galing.
In the van.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
It's back to waging war, is it?
Your middle barracks are under attack.
The all-knowing one protects us all.
Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks is fallen.
Putang ina mo! Bobo mo! Tumigit sa akin. Ayoko na, puti lang sila mo.
This is where your limitations begin.
Your middle tower is under attack.
From the dark pit of unknowing to the eminence of omniscience. All-knowing one guides me. I stand for the light. your place.
Your top tower is under attack.
Narrow path. Strength guides me. I am needed. Omniscient light.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Forward march. I'll not falter.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Baby shark, churut, baby.
Tower is under attack.
Laban natin pre, bigay din ako.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your bottom tower.
Takyaw lang pasunod pare. Bago na, inawalit ito. JKP ako ulit. Pakailan mo ba ito?
Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack.
Tinalo tayo ng bobo, di mas bobo tayo
Is
pa.
under attack.
It is not my time. I'll take point. In the
Your top
vanguard.
tower is under attack.
Di pa ginaw, tangin na talaga.
Scouting the way. Enhanced healing shot. Oh! Yes, sir.
Tower is under attack.
I'm under attack. I journey on.
Your top tower is under attack.
As you will.
Tangin na, tinalo tayo ng bobo, putang
Your
ina nyo.
middle tower has fallen.
By your grace.
Sayang.
Your top tower is under attack.
Fear not, my friends. Our God is here.
Your top tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Victory.
I am mortified.
Sabihin